Okay, sorry for the little. Am I audible? Uh, Hello, am I audible? Sandipan, শোনা যাচ্ছে?
Yes, yes, you are audible, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in Monsoon Lecture Series. Today we have a privilege of having us with Mr. Yuvraj Guru. He happens to be my teacher as well. Yuvraj sir, most welcome to you for today's session. Uh, I'm going to Kolkata today, so I may not be able to join you throughout the session. But before we start, you can hear the background also. So Yuvraj sir has been in teaching profession for a very long period of time, and he is one of the wonderful teachers that I ever had. So I definitely, I'm sure that today students are going to have a very good lecture, and they are going to have a very good information for to take home. Sir, please, the platform is yours, sir. We have our students. Welcome, sir. Welcome to today's series, sir.
You are muted, sir. You are muted, sir.
Right. Am I audible right now?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening to all, and my thank you, a big thank you to Rita sir for giving me opportunity to interact with young people. Okay, and it was a great honor to be associated with Dr. Ritesh Biswa sir, right? And actually, we had a lovely time together. And all the best for your journey, Rita sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right. Please carry on with the journey. Okay. And
Yes, sir. My colleague.
sir. Yeah, I can.
He'll be there. He'll be there, sir, with you.
Sandipan, sir, have I spelled it correctly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. And good, a very good evening to you too, right? And it was a privilege. It is a privilege to have you all. Okay. And today I was busy. I just arrived. And actually today I just wanted to interact with the students. Okay, so actually I wanted to do something on the topic itself. Okay, good evening to all the students who are participating in this particular forum. Right? Can I ask something, that in which semester you are in, students?
Students are from all, sir, third semester, fifth semester, and
oh, great.
First semester also.
Great. Great. So I've just prepared something. So actually, let's see. Hello, Sandeep sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. And slides are also visible.
Right. Thank you so much. It's because of the rain. The network is not very clear, right?
Yes. Same here also.
Right.
Please. It's raining all over Bengal.
Right. Please bear with me. Okay. Dear students, so I just happen to teach cell and molecular biology as a special subject in master's level, and I intend to do a small, particular introductory thing on something which introduces molecular and cell biology. Right? Okay. Can I ask you? Can you interact with me, dear students? Can you interact with me?
Yes, sir.
Right. Great. I mean, I'm not being able to see you, but still being at it. So I've prepared a very small topic, okay, which is known as cancer, right? So when you hear about cancer, what comes into mind? Can you tell us that what comes into mind when you hear the word cancer? Hello, anybody?
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, rapid growth of cells.
Great, great. Yeah, that's great. Anybody?
Cells lose the property of apoptosis.
Okay, that's the properties. Great, great. Anybody? Anything else? Hello? Anything else? Yes. Yes. Anybody?
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
I think fatal disease. In my mind, it comes fatal disease.
Okay. To mind it comes disease. Okay. That's a great answer. That's a great answer that you people have given. You have actually delivered the properties of cancer. Okay. But to a common people, right? To a common people, to a people who are not in academics or who are not who are not adequately educated. So what happens to a common people when when they hear the word cancer? Okay, it means devastation, right? Cancer means devastation. It means a lot of pain. It means lot of pain. The pain to the person who is suffering from that dreaded disease, the emotional pain, financial pain. Actually, when a person suffers from cancer, it is said that the whole family suffers from this particular disease. Why is it so? Because there is no one particular therapy or one particular cure which can solve the problem of cancer. It's not that it cannot be cured, it can be cured, but see, there are different types of cancer which can be cured only when it's detected or diagnosed at a very, very early stage, right? So, for a common people like me too, right? When I hear the word cancer, it is a synonym to a word known as pain and pain only. Pain to the person, pain to the family, emotional pain, financial losses. Okay, so that is what the cancer. So whenever you come across with cancer, you'll see the people saying, "Oh, that's cancer," right? So that is the reactions we get about when you hear the word cancer. So when you go on to define cancer at is what it is, okay, so you people have already said that cancer has is a cell proliferating mechanism by which by default it actually proliferates more and more, right? But there is a very simple definition of cancer which is holistic meaning it covers the entire area. That is, what is cancer? It is cancer maybe summed as, I don't say defined as, right? I summed as abnormal cell behavior. What? Can you repeat after me? Abnormal,
Abnormal
abnormal cell
abnormal cell
behavior.
behavior.
Great. Actually, right. So cancer is actually, we define it as abnormal cell behavior. So the first thing that comes into mind, why a cell becomes abnormal? So there are two types of cells. One is a normal cell, other is the abnormal cell, right? Abnormal meaning which is not normal. Okay. So I just want to draw an analogy. Analogy meaning draw an example. Okay. Let us consider and compare us with a cell. Okay, us with a cell. Okay, we all have got, okay, that means how a normal people becomes abnormal. So abnormal people are known as what? Hello? Abnormal people are known as what? Hello? Anybody?
Differently abled.
right, or differently able. Okay, but if you see that a people who's abnormal, meaning which is not in accordance to the normal behavior patterns. Okay, so have you so actually abnormal people who are mentally abnormal people, when you see a mentally abnormal people, they do things which is not normal, right? They keep on talking to themselves, they are walking in a different way, they're behaving in a different way. So just imagine there are two types of cells. One is a normal cell and one is the abnormal cell. So all the cells are actually normal cells. Okay. Now, how these normal cells has become abnormal? Okay, there should be certain reasons being it for it being abnormal. For example, we are all going through stress, right? Just imagine us, right? Us people, right? For this particular session, all the students are also going through stress, right? You are going to stress to study, you are going to stress to actually perform well in your classes, right? You are going to stress, maybe financial, maybe emotional. So what happens, we all are subject to lot of stress, right? So this particular stress, okay, is actually we handle the stress, right? We handle the stress. So if you say that when you compare us with people who have not handled the stress, those people who cannot handle stress become abnormal. So what happens is that the cell also is subject to many variety of stress. Okay, many variety of stress. That stress can be environmental stress or the stress from the cell itself or the cell itself. So what happens? A cell is actually subject to lot of stress. Now, when the cell will be unable to handle that particular stress, then the cell will actually become abnormal. Are you getting me? Hello? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So just compare a people who's a mad person, okay, or in Bengali a kappa, okay, or in Nepali you can say what is say like in Nepali you can say what is say pagal admi, right? A pagal admi, right? Okay, when you see a pagal admi, right? Now this person has become pagal and become abnormal. Now, before becoming abnormal, that person was normal. Okay. Now, this person, if you go and ask the person, or if you go and listen to the stories, why he becomes abnormal? So, the person has become abnormal because the person is unable to bear the stress. Okay, or bear the stress that is applied by the surroundings or the environment. Okay, so here also a cell is also subject to many stresses, right? Subject to many stresses, and when the cell does not when the cell does not overcome these particular stresses, then the cell becomes abnormal. And what does the abnormal cell do? Abnormal cells behave normally than the normal cells. Okay, suppose there is certain rate of cell proliferations. Okay, certain rate. Now the abnormal cells will proliferate at a very faster rate. Now after the cell is born, the cell is actually destined to die. Okay, the cell is destined to die, meaning the cell will grow, proliferate at a certain rate, and after certain division of cells, the cell will die. Now the abnormal cell will cease to die, right? And and these abnormal cells will also acquire certain properties which is different from that of the normal cells. Okay, we'll discuss this later. So the take home over here is that all the cells are actually normal. The normal cells are under stress, and when the cells becomes unable to overcome the stress, the cell becomes abnormal, and it shows an abnormal behavior. And this abnormal cell behavior is known as cancer, which actually defined as the abnormal cell behavior. Now, okay, okay, okay. What is the cause of this abnormality? Okay, what is the cause of abnormality or cancer? You can see that a cell is under a lot of stress, right? What stress? The cell is under physical, chemical, biological, radiation, and hormonal stress. Hormonal stress. Okay. So what happens that a cell is always exposed to what is say physical, chemical, biological, and your hormonal like hormonal what is say stresses. Okay, now these stresses like what the chemical stresses, like physical stresses, biological and radiation stresses. Radiations like the cell is exposed, that we are exposed to radiations like X-ray radiations, gamma radiations, UV radiations. Okay, and chemicals like which will actually put the stress on the cells. Okay, are known as, for example, asbestos, anilines, nitroso compounds. You have got coloring agents, benzoypyrenine. Okay, so these are a list of chemicals. There are a long list of chemicals which will put a stress on this particular cells, and these cells will actually behave abnormally. Like even the biological meaning, there are a lot of viruses which put a stress on the cells, and on top of that, there are also physical stresses like physical injury, surgery. There is also biopsies. These are the stresses. These are the stresses by which the quality or the behavior of the cells can change. Okay, now these are the stresses that the cell is going through, like physical, chemical, biological, hormonal. Okay, so these stresses. Now, it doesn't mean that if there is stress, the cell will show abnormal behavior. Now, this stress, when it gets accumulated, when it gets accumulated, it actually goes and changes the genetic makeup. What? Genetic makeup. And the change in the, hello, am I audible?
Excuse me, sir. Your slides are possibly not moving. It is showing the first slide only.
Oh, I've gone through 5 6 slides.
Okay.
Oh, now is it?
No, sir. It's not even in the presentation mode. Can you again disconnect and reconnect it?
Okay, okay, sir. I'll just try and do it.
Yes, and now it's on the newer slide, but yet it's not in the presentation mode.
Okay, is it? I have actually. You are presenting. Actually, it's just you are presenting right now.
Yes.
Okay, right. Just a second.
So,
Like, can you see the slides?
yeah, slides can be seen, sir.
Right.
Okay, but if you move to the next slide, then we can check whether it's
Okay.
working or not.
Right. Stop presenting.
Oh.
Can you see it, sir?
Yes, sir. Slide can be seen, sir. The men and the women slide can be seen.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, sir.
Right. It's not moving, right? Slide's not moving.
No.
Okay, just wait. What has happened? Let's just see. Okay.
Sir, if you put it on the presentation mode, I think then it may work.
Like it is in a presentation mode only, sir.
Oh, but unfortunately, our output it's showing it on the working mode, not in the presentation mode.
Okay.
Possibly it's due to poor network, sir.
Yes, maybe it's taking time, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying once more.
It's not in the full screen mode. It's on the PPT working mode.
Okay, sir. Entire screen. Okay. Share it. What is coming?
Okay.
This is a different thing altogether. What's coming?
Sir, just go to your presentation. I mean, it's showing the Google Meet screen.
Right. It seems so, right? Okay, I just stop the sharing.
Yeah,
Okay, now in the Windows, okay, I've done the entire thing. Sharing. Oh, is it coming,
yes,
sir?
Yes, it's causes of cancer slide, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Has it changed right now?
No, it's still on the PowerPoint mode, not in the presentation mode, but the slides can be seen, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello. Sorry for this particular glitch, right? Anyways, dear students. Okay. Now, the causes of abnormality. The causes of abnormality is something which we have to see, right? So I've said that there are two types of cells. The cell is liable to become abnormal. Normally, cell does not become abnormal. The cell does not show abnormal behavior. The cell shows abnormal behavior only when it is put under stress. Okay. Now, the causative agent of the stress can be grouped as physical, chemical, biological, radiations, and hormonal. Okay. So these are the stresses that a cell undergoes. Okay. The stresses that a cell undergoes, and this particular agents will put a stress on the cells. Now it does not mean that the cell, if it's put under stress, okay, the cell, when it's put under stress, the cell will become so abnormal behavior. No, this agent will actually go and attack the main center of the cells. Okay. Now, what is the center of the cells? The center of the cell is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there is the there is the engine, right? Inside nucleus, there is an engine, and this is made of what? Say, nucleic acids. A nucleic acid meaning it's made up of DNA and RNA. So here there are lot of external stresses, and these stresses go and attack the nucleus, and it goes and attack the genetic makeup. That is, it goes and attack the DNA that is there in the nucleus. And what it does is it changes the structure of the DNA. It changes the structure of the DNA. And when it changes the structure of the DNA, then what happens is we call it something known as mutation. So this agent, if you can see the agents, okay, I'm not being able to move the slides through here. Hello? Has the slide moved, sir?
No, sir.
Oh, I'm finding these difficulties to this.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways,
Uh,
can I share it to you? Wait once.
Sir, if you have a PDF of this slide, I think then it would work.
Okay. Okay. Just imagine. Maybe because of network, right?
Yes, 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 sir. It's raining heavily everywhere, na?
Right. It's because of the network. Okay. Okay. Let me see. See. Okay. Anyways, I can do without the slides also, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So here, what I'll do is I'll just try and have the slides. Okay. Okay. So what happens over here is that the agents which causes and attacks the center of the cells, which is known as the nucleus. And inside the nucleus, we know there are chromosomes, and the chromosomes are made up of nucleic acids known as DNA. So here, what's happening over here is that the agents like physical, chemical, biological, hormonal, these agents will attack the center of the cells, which do not nucleus. Inside nucleus that attacks the DNA, and it will change the structure of the DNA. And the process by which it does is known as when the mutation, when the DNA structure is changed, it is known as mutation. The process is known as mutation. And those agent which causes mutations is known as mutagens. Are known as what? Mutagens. And when this particular causative agents will actually act on the cells, and it causes mutation at the DNA level, and this agent are known as mutagens. And if this mutagens causes the cell to behave and acquire an abnormal behavior, then it is known as carcinogens. Carcinogens meaning something that causes the abnormal cell behavior. So, in the game is such that we are all accustomed, we are all, we all have to go through a lot of stress, number one. Number two, that there are agents which put us and the cells under stress. Now, constantly the cell is under stress, but this doesn't mean that the cell will change overnight, right? Now, when the stress becomes accumulated, some of the cells, the DNA structure of the cells get changed, and and when the DNA structure of the cell gets changed, then it shows a different behavioral pattern. And when the behavioral pattern, it shows a different properties of the cells, various properties of the cells, and these properties of the cells, when it shows different properties of cells, then we can say the cell has been transformed. The cell is the abnormal cell behavior. Okay. Now the next thing which I want to say quickly is that I don't think so. I've got. So you can see that. Can you see this? Right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So, what is attacked? The main center of the cell is attacked, the brain of the cell is attacked, which is known as nucleus. And this agent will change the structure of the DNA. Now, it doesn't mean that once it changes structure DNA, the cell will behave abnormally. No, it does not, right? The mutation has to be accumulated. Okay, and after on the crossing the threshold level of mutations, then we can say the cell has acquired abnormal cell behavior. Now, the first step of it is that it acquires it acquires behavior by which the growth and proliferation of the cells is disrupted. So the first step is that the cells will grow and proliferate at a higher rate than that of the normal cells. Number one. Now, to grow and proliferate at a higher rate, the cell will actually witness a very high metabolism or metabolic rate. That means the cell engine gets activated, and when it becomes activated, the metabolic rate of the cells also becomes activated, and it works in the very high rate. Number two, because of this, the cell will grow and also proliferate at a very high speed. Now, when the cell gets proliferated, and becomes and also divides at a very fast rate. So a group of cells, which is known as tissues, are formed. Okay, are actually formed, and this group of tissues or cells are known as tumors. Right? What is a tumor? That is formed due to high growth and high proliferation of the cell because the DNA of a cell has changed. Now, who has changed the DNA of the cells? The agents have changed the DNA of change. And these agents which mutate or which changes the DNA of cells are known as tumors. Okay, so what is a tumor? A tumor